So, not even 11 days ago, I got my real estate license number, but I will say it was July 14th, it's currently August 1st. I passed the North Carolina real estate license test, and of course, as you've seen in my previous videos, I was like anxious to get this in the mail, and also the license number in the email. So I'm actually just going to go over a few things that I wish I knew, and also just update you on my pretty much 1 week, we're a couple days over, but progress. Actually, I'm not really counting the past few days because I was on a trip to Florida and I couldn't really set up all my stuff. So I think this is a fairly accurate representation. It's actually 11 days since I got my license number, but it's pretty much a week, and yeah. So So right when you pass the real estate exam, they tell you passed, and then there's really nothing else you can do. Like, you passed, that's great, but you really have to wait for the test center to submit your results to the real estate commission. So here's what happened with me. It was like 4 days after I had gotten no emails. I was just really anxious because I was like, I want to get to work. I want to sign up. I want to, make stuff happen. And I called the test center. I called PSI, who I was testing with, and they were like, yeah, it automatically submitted when you took your test, which it actually took me like 2 hours on hold with them. And I called the real estate commission and they said, we haven't gotten your results. So I was playing phone tag with them. The commission said they didn't have it. PSI said they sent it. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then PSI, I called back, and then the guy said, ask for their manager. And I'm like, the manager of the real estate commission? Like, I don't know why a potential agent, well, now I'm an agent, but at the time, potential agent, had to look up a supervisor and be playing phone tag, so that was a little bit frustrating for me. But eventually I did, on the 21st of about 11 days ago of July, I got my email, and in that email that everybody is waiting for, it's your license number, your name, basically says you are approved and you're not active yet, you have your license number. So then they send this in the mail. So this I'm actually going to open and do a little unboxing for you. So this is very exciting. I got it, I've only had this for like 2 days because I just got back from my trip. But yes, let's go in. So when you open it, obviously it's a package, it's first class. So when you open it, obviously it's just a package, and we're like, oh, what is in here? So let's see. We'll get to the big stuff or the actual pages later. The small thing, just so I can put it away, it's the North Carolina Real Estate Commission little brochure. It pretty much, you have your address on the back. You also have just stuff on the inside that gives you contact info, little basic Q&A, a little bit about what they do, but it's a pretty informational brochure. I would hold on to it. Don't throw this stuff away that they send you until you at least look over it and know what you're throwing away. So this is going back in here. I also got these 3 papers. So obviously one of them is my license, which we'll save for last. But you get a special notice regarding your continuing education or CE requirement. So it pretty much tells you what you learn in school. You need 8 hours of commission-approved continuing education every year. That's not post-licensing. Post-licensing, I believe, is the 30 hours that you need. And that actually depends by brokerage. I'm with EXP, and they'd rather you get it within 6 months of joining. So for me, that'll be August, September, October. I'm 4 years old. November, December, January. Oh my God. Okay, gotta work on that. So January, gotta have my continuing education, my post-licensing down. It's just for a liability thing, and that's fine. That's not too difficult, but this is pretty simple. It just tells you the continuing education stuff. Then you get this form. It says provisional broker license issuance. Yeah, it pretty much just says,
Dear provisional broker, the North Carolina Real Estate Commission is pleased to advise you that you have satisfied the Commission as your qualifications to engage in business in North Carolina as a real estate broker on provisional status. Your real estate wall license certificate is enclosed.
Pretty much tells me everything's issued and it's issued and active. So I have the number, I have my certificate, but that doesn't mean I can just be like, all right guys, let's sell a house now, which obviously if it's my own house, I can because I don't need a license for that. But I can't act as a real estate broker without being active with an agency or a firm or brokerage. Yeah, so, and this is my wall certificate, which I've already dented and I'm working on not. But this is my certificate. It's got like the little blue thing on the end. That's just the North Carolina Real Estate Commission. See that little sticker? It says State of North Carolina. It says you're, have given, I've got to read this in my accent. I have given,
You have given satisfactory evidence of the qualifications as required by chapters 93A of the General Statutes of North Carolina, is hereby licensed to engage in business in North Carolina as a real estate broker. So that's really fun.
So, silly accents aside, pretty much because I could do business in North Carolina as a real estate broker, which is awesome. But that doesn't mean I can go sell a house, as I previously said. So the next step is to go on to, if you're signing with EXP, just like I did, I'll tell you what I did. After this, so this is like general. So generally, you find your brokerage where you want to go, which I'll make a separate video on how to choose one, how I chose mine. Then you pretty much sign on. You have your license number, which is like in the top right corner of your license, and emailed to you before that certificate. So you only need the email. You don't need that wall certificate to get licensed or to be active. But once you're there, you sign on with the brokerage, and pretty much they have their own process of activation, but I'll get to what I know with EXP. So I actually started this the second I finished my test. You can start the sign-on process. You pretty much fill out a independent contractor agreement. You fill out your basic stuff, you know, like name, phone number, social security, stuff like that, just like a regular job. And that saves me time because I didn't have to do that. I just had to plug in the license number, click submit, and the next day I was ready to go. I think it was just a couple hours even. I don't think it was even a day. EXP is very responsive with new agents and with any agent, so that was really cool for me. I love nothing makes me more annoyed than people who don't respond, especially when you're new and you're like, I need to know this. But I'm lucky to be working with people who are very responsive and are also like very trained and articulate about what they're doing, and they put aside their time. You're just like, yo, can I hop on a call with you? And they're like, yeah. I had like 4 agents call me who are local to me because one of my mentors are actually not in my state. They're in Arizona, and I'm like in North Carolina. But people that he knew contacted me who I didn't know to help me go walk me through a buyer's presentation, because actually I have my first buyer lead and who I'm speaking to right now. It's very exciting. I got some lenders to like, you know, look through, see if they want to work with, which I'll go through who all those people are later. There was just a lot to unpack, but I just wanted to kind of update you where I'm at. So yes, I have a buyer's lead. I was able to redirect her because she had financing questions, and obviously you're a real estate broker. You're not an attorney, and you're not a lender, and you're not a financial expert. So we redirect those questions and inquiries to the professionals. But yeah, so I have my first lead. Very exciting. We're looking in like South Charlotte area. So that's exciting. I know I said that a lot, but it's very exciting. Like when you're first, just like, it's awesome. And very much like, I want to do really well for this person. But in terms of signing on with EXP, like I said, you just, you can fill out the form. It's pretty much like a join form, basic stuff, license number, all that, then it approves. And once you go through that, then you're in the world. You can actually be in the world prior with a guest pass like I did, but you sign up once you're actually in the system. You fill out a couple more forms specific to your state, like North Carolina. I just do like a Google form, and they reach out to you and they'll send you the stuff. It's not like you have to go hunt them down. But sometimes some people take longer than others, like a couple days, but always recommend reach out. And the motto I live by, ask for forgiveness, not permission, because if somebody's like, why did you reach out? But here's this. It's like, okay, but then you have it. But obviously, use it to your discretion. Don't be a silly goose. But always, like, if you need something, just ask for it. Go into the world. Go to customer service. That just like that. Agent support, especially onboarding. They have people for you who are working like hours for you, and they will do that for you. It's so like the onboarding support was immaculate, because not only did I have my team who was like, you know, very personalized and knew my exact situation, but I had onboarding, which I would go in and not even wait like 2 minutes on hold, and then They'd pull me in and have a live person talking to me right then and there. They pulled up my info, they knew what I needed. And with EXP, there's so much resource and so much available to you. Sometimes as a new agent, it is a little bit difficult to be like, what do I need to do right now? Like, there's this, but there's this, which one's first? And there's all this stuff like, oh my God, I have to make business cards, I gotta set up my website, I need to make sure KV Core's good, I need to sign up with the MLS, I need to sign up for my local Realtors Association, which you do need to do that with the Realtor thing. And MLS, you have to be a Realtor to be a part of EXP, which I'll talk about the benefits in another video. There's so many other videos I have to make. But yes, you have to do all that. But you have to, it's what's nice about the support system is they help you determine everything's being laid out at once, but they help you determine the best order to do that. Because I'm out here like, I have a lead, I need somebody to help me, and I had somebody like overnight calling me, girl, this is my listing presentation, girl, I got you, this is what you need to do, call me if you have questions, we can role play together with that, and I can help you out. So that was very exciting. But yeah, that's really where I'm at right now. I had the past couple days off just because I was in a event in Florida. But I'm back in North Carolina, back to work, and I'm really stoked. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. Anyway, thank you guys so much for staying tuned. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was informative. And I hope we like the hammock chair because I bought this for myself and I feel like it's so good for my ADD. But it's fine. Maybe it's not, maybe it's worse, and maybe it makes you guys sick. But let me know in the comments. Sorry if it does. But yes, stay tuned for weekly videos, if not even more common and frequent. Feel free to reach out to me at any time, just as I say in all my videos. Call, text, comment, email, DM, any of that. You can find me on Instagram at TessChasen. I'm also very active on there. Everything else is in the description below. I'm very responsive. And you can also book a call with us if you'd like. If you have any questions about my brokerage, I'm always open to answer questions. And if I don't know something, I know somebody who knows. So I never claim to know more than I know, and you know, especially as a new broker. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you stay tuned and come see me next week. Bye!